So I think maybe literally the first adopter of FirstNet, maybe in the country, Fairfax County. Can you tell us a little about how that's going? What are you seeing? Are you seeing some of the advantages that were promised and some of the challenges, and what's the prospect for the future?
Yeah, so Fairfax County Fire was the very first FirstNet user. We signed the agreement in July. The first customer to have an account was Fairfax County Fire. We loaded it up as a test. We got it working, and it just happened to turn out that those devices were deployed to Houston for the hurricane and the floods. And so they were immediately got beneficial use of it. At that time, it was priority service, but they got use of their air cards or vehicle modems and cellular phones that they were able to set up as hotspots. They got immediate use, and they saw some network performance with just priority service. And so now what that's brought is they see interest, and now not everyone has, we've got devices on it, we've got their smartphones, police, fire, and sheriff. We've probably got close to 800 devices just in just smartphone environments on. Now we're looking at moving to mobile CAD stuff over. That's another 1,500 devices. And now they're looking at mobile data. They're finally coming to depend on it. So now they're looking at how do they leverage live streaming body cams? How do we get better mugshot information back from a vehicle from an officer in the street? How do we do e-citation? So now the ecosystem of capabilities is starting to grow, and the momentum is moving forward. And our fire department is looking at, again, instead of thinking a radio or a cell phone being two separate things, not really thinking of it that way, but a broadband tool. How does a fire inspector go out, or a battalion chief have a broadband device that is a cell phone? But it's much more. If you think about what people have used your cell phone today, how many times do you make a phone call on it versus how many other apps and tools you use your cell phone for? So now we can give that experience to public safety.
Fantastic. And just, I think, last question in terms of FirstNet, how has AT&T been as a partner? And, are you working well with them? And are you having a positive experience, as to how this network's rolling out, especially being such an early adopter?
Yeah, and I think we knew this early adopter. There's processes that are new. You're rolling out a new core. There's new provisioning, new workflows that have to happen. But we've been a partner with them on that. We've made a lot of feedback. We knew this was a startup in the sense of transitioning new folks over. So it's been really positive. But the thing I have to say is, this relationship we've had is 10 years in the making. We've had this FirstNet-like relationship with AT&T for 10 years. We're doing broadband service, so we've had agreements with them. So if we had coverage problems 10 years ago, they built 13 new sites to give us coverage, fixed coverage. So we've had a strong relationship now with the FirstNet side. I think it's going well. New processes always involve new people, but they've worked together. They put a strong team together, and it's been successful for us.
All right, well, terrific. Well, thanks so much. We appreciate it. Appreciate you inviting us out to this great event, and we look forward to hearing more.
All right, thanks.